And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64, weak. Swing. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. Look at me. Go. Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, hold it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater, the open man here, Renfro. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You draw courses.
2nd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off play action. Herbert going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Captain. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught, Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. To throw on third down, Herbert, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythical?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. On second down, it's Jones. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On first down, Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Off the play fake, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit. Mike 54.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A final shot before break. Herbert, James has got it, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Kill. 25, check 25, check 25.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
6-6, pull it high.
And again this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's set it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to give the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Go.
They're going to try and throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off play action. Herbert. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
18 Gator. Hard. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Ready, set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He can run for it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Now Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
61, match box, light.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater now. He gets it to Sims, complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like,